Merry Christmas! It's not every time that one is privileged to drop an episode on the most monumental day in the most joyous season. I am therefore particularly excited and grateful. It's been a most amazing year. My brother came back from Thailand and shared how every corner was filled with festive activities, despite the fact that that country is not a Christian nation. Never mind the sometimes subtle and sometimes obvious attempts to distract from the only reason for the season. Christ remains the only reason for any season. God is He that created all things: day, night, summer, winter, everything. Genesis 8:22. Genesis 8:22 using the New King James Version reads, "While the earth remains, seed time and harvest, cold and heat, winter and summer, and day and night shall not cease." That was God to Noah after the flood. One thing I love about the truth is it remains consistent and constant forever, unbending. Facts can be manipulated. Facts can be blurred. Facts can be hazy. They can be inconsistent. In fact, facts can be subjective. Truth, more constant than the northern star. As we go into a new year, strengthen your connection to the truth. John 14:6. John 14:6 using the New Living Translation reads, Jesus told him, "I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one can come to the Father except through me." This is undisputable. Hebrews 13:8. Hebrews 13:8 using the Passion Translation. It reads, Jesus, the Anointed One, is always the same, yesterday, today, and forever, constant and consistently so, regardless of what you think or feel. 2 Corinthians 13:8. 2 Corinthians 13:8 using the New King James Version. It reads, "For we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth." It doesn't matter the context, rationale, logic, whatever. The truth prevails always. Time serves the truth. Everything serves the truth. Everything without exception. 1 Corinthians 2 verse 8. 1 Corinthians 2 verse 8, and I'm using the easy to read version. It says, "None of the rulers of this world understood God's wise plan. If they had understood, they would not have killed Jesus on a cross. He is the Lord who rules heaven and earth." This easy to read version does the verse well for me. I'm only here to state the truth as simply as possible, if you care to know or not. The truth is eternal. You see, facts cannot last forever. The best gift ever, and with the greatest value, is Christ, who is the only reason for all seasons. John 3:16-18. John 3:16-18, the Message translation. This is how much God loved the world. He gave His Son, His one and only Son. And this is why, so that no one need be destroyed. By believing in Him, anyone can have a whole and lasting life. God didn't go to all the trouble of sending His Son merely to point an accusing finger, telling the world how bad it was. He came to help, to put the world right again. Anyone who trusts in Him is acquitted. Anyone who refuses to trust Him has long since been under the death sentence without knowing it. And why? Because of that person's failure to believe in the one-of-a-kind Son of God when introduced to Him. That's it. Just in case you somehow stumbled upon this particular episode and you want to side with the truth, but you are wondering how. Romans 10, 9 to 10. Romans 10, 9 to 10. It reads, if you openly declare that Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. For it is by believing in your heart that you are made right with God, and it is by openly declaring your faith that you are saved. That was the NLT version of Romans 10, 9 to 10. There you have it. If you have just embraced this truth, quickly locate a Bible-based church where you can be properly taught about your new status in Christ. You just got transformed, and you need to know what that means to maximize all that God has for you that comes with your new life. This is a period to be grateful, to marry, to be cheerful, generous, and sober. I'm sure you get it. Once again, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. See you all next year. Stay well and blessings always.